Hey guys, Zero here, and welcome to my very first base building video. This was suggested by a community member of mine who said I should make a video after creating this similar base design in a solo, duo, trio server. Do note, this base is intended for solo, duo, trio servers, but has plenty of room for how compact it is. Shout out to Money Miner for the suggestion, and shout out to iFapped today for the inspiration behind this base. You guys rock. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So to start off this base, we're going to go ahead and make a simple T design. But we're going to offset one of the foundations, making the entry foundation higher than the rest, like so. We're of course going to go ahead and make all of the foundations stone. And we're going to add half walls to the lower parts of the foundation. Next, add regular walls all around the base with a single entry door. And then you can proceed to upgrade all of this to stone. Don't forget to seal off the top part of the base, but you'd never forget to do that, right? Of course, you can upgrade the top part of the base to stone, as we will not be expanding this upwards. I'm going to go ahead and add a sheet metal door. I haven't added any code blocks for the purpose of this video, but inside of an actual game, you would want to add your own code block. Placing down our cupboard, you're going to want to get this as close to the wall as possible. For this first part, you're going to place a twig foundation, but you're not going to upgrade it as we're going to be destroying it later for expansion. Next, you're going to go ahead and add some double door frames to all three entrances of the base. You can go ahead and upgrade these to sheet metal. I did that for the purpose of this video, but stone or sheet metal will suffice. Next, you're going to add a foundation on top of these double door entryways and upgrade those to stone. These foundations that we just placed on top of the entryways are going to be used so we can set down large boxes for our loot. Now the next part is completely optional. We're going to set down some U-shaped stairs, turn them away from us, and upgrade this to wood. This is going to be sort of like a loot room for like our really rare loot, and we're going to add a sheet metal double door later to this. When placing your sheet metal double door, make sure that you add the boxes first before you set down your sheet metal double door, as it can be pretty difficult to place both boxes perfectly when that door is already set down. Next, you're going to want to build some stairs temporarily, and you're going to want to place down two large boxes on top of the room where you just set down your sheet metal double door. These two boxes can be used for resources or other various materials, but these are not really recommended for rare loot. Next, you're going to set down a second sheet metal double door and place some boxes on top of that room. Afterwards, it should look something like this. Next, you're going to set down 3 small furnaces and up to 3 sleeping bags, depending on how many people you may have in your team. Make sure that you make this as tight as possible because you're not going to have much room in this part of the base. Finally, you're going to want to set down a sheet metal double door to close this part of the base up. Once you've gathered enough resources, it's time to expand the base. Go outside where you set the twig foundation and destroy it. Next, you're going to add a low foundation and 2 high foundations on either side of it. In front of those, you're going to set down lower foundations. The same concept applies as before. You're going to set down lower walls on either side of the expansion and place down a single door frame for the new entrance of the base. Next, you're going to add regular walls all around the new expansion of the base. Make sure that to line the new door frame up, you're going to need to use a lower wall for the new entrance of the base. It should look something like this. Next, you're going to proceed to upgrade everything to stone. Don't forget to seal the top part off and upgrade it to stone. After you've placed your sheet metal door to the new entrance of the base, the next part of this build gets interesting. Place a floor to where it cuts off half of the original entrance of the base and upgrade it to stone. Next, you're going to place double door frames on every new part of the expansion. Don't forget to upgrade these to stone or sheet metal. Next, you're going to add sheet metal double doors to all the double door frames you built. Make sure you place the double doors in the manner shown in this video. I'll explain why momentarily. Next, go back to your empty double door room. We're going to place our workbench and research bench here. We're going to return to our added expansion. This part is up to you. You can either add more storage to the floor we placed here, or you can add some shotgun traps once researched. Should your base get raided, these shotgun traps will add some protection to the loot you have stored in your expanded base. As shown here, you now have added expansions to store more loot. You can even place floors here for 2 more large crates, and that's pretty much it for storage. Let's go back to why I had you place your double doors like this. Should you get into a situation to where you're being raided, these 2 doors can serve as protection from the rest of your loot and will give you a fighting chance against the raid. And that's pretty much it. A solo duo trio base with plenty of storage and a fighting chance against raids. I hope you all enjoyed my first base building tutorial, and I'd love to hear your comments down below. See you soon. Hey, thanks for checking out my video. If you liked what you saw, consider giving it a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe if you really liked it. If you're on Twitch, please do me a solid and follow me there. It would help a lot. Share this with your friends, and if you want to see more, let me know. Toodles!